Good morning, metalheads of the internet, and welcome to a new episode of the Metal Meltdown. Just want to remind y'all real quick that I am hosting a live Halloween party right here on the Metal Meltdown this Sunday, October 31st. We go live at approximately 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be streaming late into the night. We'll be playing video games, drinking, singing songs, and getting up to all kinds of stupid fucking shit. And why's that? Because it's a goddamn party. That's fucking why. And you know what? Honest to God, no disrespect to everyone else around here, but it's not gonna be a party unless you're there. So you gotta show up. You just gotta. It's that simple. So call your boss, call your babysitter, call whoever the fuck you gotta. Tell them kids wearing fucking Fortnite costumes to fuck off for one night and join me here on the Metal Meltdown this Sunday. Hell yes, party time. Alright, we got that out of the way. Now let's talk about this brand new studio album from Canadian technical death metal crew Archspire. Technical death metal, more so than any other subgenre of death metal or of extreme music or of heavy music, is, for lack of a better term, a colossal, never-ending pissing contest. Things that might normally matter within the spectrums of writing and performing popular music, like production and creativity and storytelling, they don't really matter when it comes to tech death, at least not when it comes to modern tech death. All that really matters, all that the fans really want, is a bunch of nonsensical guitar wankery, a continuous circle jerk, really, of explosive guitar solos and battering percussion and abrasive, slimy, Cookie Monster-style guttural vocals. Granted, there are indeed exceptions to the rule. It would be somewhat hyperbolic of me to suggest that literally every single modern technical death metal band is living in a Dormammu I've come to bargain style time loop of masturbatory sci-fi metal and buffoonery. Bands like Rivers of Nile and Beyond Creation and Fallujah come to mind, as do recent records from Ad Nauseam and Sepetus, both of which rank among possibly some of my favorite music of 2021. But I don't think it would be a stretch to say that a lot of tech death bands are living in a time loop not too dissimilar from exactly what I've described. Nor do I think it would be a stretch to describe that their fans are living within that very same time loop, constantly arguing and bickering over who's more technical, who's more brutal, who's more this, who's more that. Like I said, a gigantic fucking pissing contest. But I've got good news. Archspire has arrived with a brand new studio album, and if this is indeed literally a contest, then Archspire have truly won, because their piss is the nastiest. It's the smelliest. Their piss is everywhere. It is insane how much piss I am currently surrounded with. Archspire have been pushing their musicianship, their songwriting, their insane, surgically precise technicality to inhuman new levels for quite a few years, but they have defied even their highest expectations with this new studio album, Bleed the Future. It is an overwhelmingly concussive display of some of the most high-octane technical death metal I've ever heard. If I cut this album's veins open, I would not find blood, or any bodily fluid, really. I would find pure adrenaline. Opening cut, Drone Corpse Aviator immediately sets the tone with a nonsensical but thrilling barrage of rapid-fire death metal brutality. What exactly is a Drone Corpse Aviator? I don't know, nor do I fucking care. The song rips. That's all that really matters. The performances are so tight and the production is so clean, and yet despite that, none of the muscle or grit has been compromised at all. In fact, I feel comfortable saying that Archspire have never sounded this ferocious or bloodthirsty. Oliver Ray Aluron's vocal performance in particular, not just on this track but on the entire album, is absolutely inhuman. I've no idea how he is able to literally and figuratively spit fire in the way that he does, but I do know that it is absolutely thrilling, and it makes for one of the most unique vocal performances I've heard on any death metal record of any kind this year. Following track Golden Mouth of Ruin, though, is where things begin to get really intense and spicy. First, you have this very crunchy kind of mid-pace death metal groove. It is heavy and ballsy as fuck. It is later interwoven with some insane guitar crescendos and some more insane vocal displays. The track is constantly accelerating and accelerating, bringing in crazier guitar licks, bringing in more devastating percussion, constantly evolving and shape-shifting. It's the sonic equivalent to a fucking roller coaster, filled with twists and turns and bumps and loop-de-loops and wild drops. Yes, it's a touch intimidating, but it's also supremely exhilarating. The title track, Bleed the Future, as well, introduces an incredibly tight, kind of synchronized two-hit note with all of these alternating beats and passages. It's incredibly tight, something that only some of the most accomplished musicians on this earth could create. Not only have Archspire done so, but they've done so without looking like a bunch of pretentious fucking hacks. The song is never not incredibly exciting. Incredibly, Archspire even managed to introduce some neoclassical flair and sizzle, not too dissimilar from that of a classic tech death band like Necrophagist, in a track like Reverie on the Onyx. A song that, I promise you, is every bit as punishing and devastating as it is genuinely dazzling and awe-inspiring. Props gotta be given out to closing track AUM as well. You would think that an album as consistently powerful and as consistently tight and hyper-technical as Bleed the Future would eventually lose a little bit of its luster and close out on a somewhat less powerful note. You would be wrong in assuming that, though, just as I was, because holy shit, AUM is essentially a home run after a series of, well, home runs. They won the World fucking Series for tech death, essentially. I guess that's the metaphor here. Man, I don't even know what else to say. The songwriting, the songcraft, the production, the performances, it's all just absolutely insane. Clearly, Archspire understands exactly what people want and expect from technical death metal, and have no issue whatsoever pushing themselves to new mental and physical limits to achieve, quite possibly, the heaviest and most insane and demanding tech death ever. If technical death metal literally is a pissing contest, as I implied before, then nobody, and I repeat nobody, pisses louder and harder than fucking Archspire. So you know what? Fuck all y'all. I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. From here on out, I don't want to hear any more bickering, any more arguing as to who's the most brutal, who's the most technical, because it doesn't fucking matter. The obvious answer is Archspire. How can you not see that past this album? With Bleed the Future, Archspire have pushed themselves, and by extension the entire technical death metal genre, to new limits. They have broken down walls, rebuilt them, and then torn them down all over again, just to fucking say so, just for the sake of doing it, just so that they could wag their nose at other tech death bands and go, "Oh, you think you're so fucking tough? Oh, you think you're so fucking cool? Fuck you, idiot!" It's so good that I honestly feel bad for any tech death band that attempts to release anything with even half the fucking kahunas of Bleed the Future. Listening to any technical death metal beyond this moment is going to be the equivalent to going to Golden Corral after eating at a Las Vegas-style buffet. 4.5 out of 5, an incredible display. The pissing contest is fucking over. Zip up your pants, go fucking home, boys. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I'm not an expert, nor do I claim to be, so what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? And thank you for watching. Make sure you press subscribe right here so you get updates on the Metal Meltdown fucking immediately. And as always, you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.